So yala nek ante personally mba express kane nga feel mi yala ko abita kan society kono yala things so ni yala ko ki face le every day yala ni. So basically hana man kentera life ti but halon ko abe kala do la life ti le yala ne rek and do and do fana na life ikanje. So nga mira because a realistic tabakele and because mulki fang attack no ala song nin tole comme yala ne ko wala fana bekiri to fana na society to wala na moja mali appreciate because to nyawa
It is an album that is an embodiment of positive tracks, and it contains tracks that are much more listenable, and I think that was what we tried to focus on. Our interest is to ensure that it is listened globally.
Gambian Dream. Esty, what do you have for us tonight?
Yo, you know what it is. Kukuto all the time, know what I'm saying? It's gonna be mad, know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the best performance y'all ever see me do, know what I'm saying? So yo, watch out, know what I'm saying? I'll be right here, ain't going nowhere.
So what do we expect?
Know what I'm saying? This one is a little bit crazier, I don't know. I'm probably fit in. Check it out. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I wanna surprise everybody. So know what I'm saying? Watch out for that shit. It's so unexpected, honestly, and I feel I'm overjoyed right now.
And ST, once again, I would love to ask this question. The first day you saw yourself in London, how did the people actually embrace you as a Gambian?
Well, when I landed at the airport, you know, I had to be taking pictures, you know, because the Gambians, you know, I was surprised. We have Gambians there. They're like, "Where, ST? Is this you?" Picture.
Everywhere.
I was there for over 25 minutes taking pictures with different people. So after walking for some 200 meters, we see one Gambian. They recognize, you know, and Gambians out there are really being supportful.
What do you have to say to Interface Gambia?
Interface Gambia, I just want to tell them, you know, saluto and in respeto and in complimento. These are the kind of platforms that Gambian artists need. You know, we cannot sell Gambian music and Gambia's name when we are in Gambia here. You know, like we need to expand, we need to go outside, you know, spread the music. You know, that's what this whole thing is about. And Interface Gambia for taking such a bold step, I salute them. And this is not actually the first year of the event. It's an annual event that they do annually. You know, other Gambians are nominated and awarded annually. And I think, you know, if we have more platforms like this, Nipsing Melanie, Interface Gambia musical.
Now you said December, right? You said December is coming. So what is your preparation on December 7 that you're talking about?
December 7, album launch. That's all I gotta say. Fans only you know. December 1st, you know, multata jele nga alatin to yeminje likely after minjela no nyaay wala je. December 7, this year the album do launch la, and it has to be better than last one.
Definitely. And ST, before we go, please, before we go, we need a freestyle from you because other fans are expecting, people who are watching right there, they all need something from you. So any freestyle before we say goodbye, please.
Feeling all the duntanna, lyrics all the sontanna, kuntakta kunna kanang kuntakke kuntana, nin dunia nyontenna rapal kuntaki nyotenna mbokole nyamo muka mabono, Gambia bebe sunkan.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. And yes, the salute, the soldiers are trying to salute him. You see that? That's amazing. We salute them too. ST, the man of the moment, is here again. ST in Brikama, how do you see yourself?
This is my town, this is my home, this is where I'm from. It doesn't get better than this.
So Brikama is a hometown, right?
Home sweet home.
So like, yes, we're going. as we are going, the interview is going on. Yes, Binta. Miss Binta. Mrs. Binta, how do you feel?
Very excited.
Really?
Yeah.
So the world is watching. How do you see your husband welcoming him to Brikama, the home of Gambia?
Well, music, I have a passion for music. Musical love, you know, because musical over Canada. Artists don't let dinkilol muile nu. You know, aka stock na mind kono, you know, like aka easy mbulle pour ka wandi artist la dinkilol kram, you know, like nunto Gambian artist come born Africans wol time fugitives wol yala ne wol lebe chato kan no time so ila song soul be I had it in my mind. So best school or Minton primary school, like every Friday is more like a talent showcase thing. So nka tabulo randile momo imino niya dongale no ena hanyato e dong yalan and stuff like that. So ndeka my min nekeno like basically although muka music strategy is just blue castle and stuff, but I used to sing their songs pretty good and the more over love, you know. So I grew up with that after for stage me alonko. I'm like, look, nka want dinkilola all the time. What about ningam function dinkilola, you know? Yeah, because but by then, you know, it was never like a plan that yalan bekal artist or anything like that. I never had that dream, you know.
So, but then at some point, you realize
you know, yeah, one thing led to the other. Yeah.
So, Nataje idunta kono adung yeah, well, 2013 yela first like
singular
record, and then progression on your start. The progression. Is a molu wofono mole your progression, your career. How did it unfold? Is wofono mole.
Yeah. So being a first singular record, you know. Na buatombe grade 10, yeah, grade 10, you know. So grade 11, something like that, yeah. So I start you know, like song on send Bluetooth school more, you know, like yalane people loved it na konyol kang yalane and stuff like that, you know. Then more I start ka motivate boy when next song mina boy te over top tale boy. And you know, before English dama nka rap wala basically, you know. So like everybody is like, boy, America they fight, you know. Like yeah, was dal, you know. So I kinda, you know, kept recording more and more songs, you know, and then more followers started coming, yalan. So Ning is like wato dol ni ba ko na mukalom fanga ki sama nyola de malom pe kam feel because ni nyin kanum like mbekala artist oti, you know, mbafole no, that's the last thing I would actually think of. But you know, one thing led to the other, you know, like people were making bookings was so more call and stuff like that. So that have kind of been my motivation, who have been fueling me, people's interest in my music. So when it got to a point that I feel like I think I'm gonna take this for a career, you know, that was the point that I actually decided that I have to sing in my native language.
Jodi mama e befa Murbal fala sta di mbal ngala sta mama ko fasi e befa Jodi mama e befa Nga mama dana e sabara hani mama ko fasa befa Ika koronta na puru keketa Ni fata le keketa Jandi ka fale kela musota Wala na kotokel sesta I vesta I stresta Ela dunia bedi minna medio fenna faburi netta Ngana nyoba tanina broda e kata ngan kata La kuol ke ngan na kuol ke nyoka na sosofa sasaka na nyofa Afutori mama e befa Sejele fail after kefa Ndeman la jamani dindi wale kafaline kafa sefa Ikafaline kafa sefa
Because mo jamal be Gambia le fana mini yalon koy man karan yalan. So ni after certain information or pass la on through the people, the best language might actually be the native language. More be coming for almost, yeah. So then I decide puruka like na native language ta, and also to take a different direction when it comes to music, because na music jamal moinung is all about sungkuti nyima, you know, yala ne kom yala ne rek bin binol yala ne wasifal, you know, yeah, nice songs most definitely, but concept wise, you know, I felt like mulla focus with black clinica, you know, so I wanted to do something different, something more realistic to people, something people could actually connect to. So then, you know, that was what actually brought
this whole thing about doing songs mini yalonko is real life situations. People go through them every day, each and every day. Where and you man go through in Jakajere or a mul and mini yalonko, they have been through it, you know, like that. Work on a mulka karanjele, kamudul motivate jele yalane. So that I decided go part that you know, to be different, because definitely I wanted to be different. You know? So then Domang opened my cool nata, and you know, I've been best performer there for like ages, like that in a row. Like people would actually literally wait for my performance to come, you know, and I knew all these things, so I just kept working hard, because you know, following sort of aninkata to be at the top is not a problem, but to maintain it and even push hang far ahead is the problem.
That's
you
the
know.
problem.
So yeah, I have to keep my consistency, you know, alongside with the awards and stuff like that. But you know, my music is all about relating with my people, and it's 100% Gambia.
What challenges did you face, you know, during your musical career?
A lot of them. A lot of challenges, you know, because by then, you know, like being a kid from Brikama, you know, rapping was a little bit hard, in the sense that, you know, first of all, Brikama is a reggae town.
Well, if
Everybody does reggae. There's nothing like rap.
I think
everyone, yes.
one of the biggest reggae exports
Exactly.
came from Brikama, Rebellion.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it was more of a reggae town, you know. All the kids want to be artists, you know, but everybody is doing reggae. You know, I started out with rap. It was a new thing. And also, it was hard, you know, to blend in, you know, because I was in Brikama. Most of the rap scene was concentrated around this area. Yeah, you know, like Pipeline, Serekunda, around that. So having to tap into, you know, this area was also another complication. And, you know, you have to do a lot of things on your own, you know, as a young artist. It's not like now that you would want to be an artist and people would actually encourage you. Yeah, of course, this is great, you can do it. Before, it was more like, yo, go and find something better to, you know, that kind of stuff. It was more like, yeah, a big waste of time. You know, so, you know, those were really challenges. No funds. I had to do a lot of things on my own. You know, I had to, you know, push rap music, you know, in my town, you know, which was not, it was a reggae town. You know, I had to try to tap into the market in here so people know me, and it's not like, you know, I come here like all the time and stuff like that. So it was really hectic at some point.
The reason I asked the question is that, you know, in those days, if you spoke about pursuing a career in music, people would say you're crazy. They would name bands before you and say, tell us what they achieved.
I was hiding from my mom, knowing I'm an artist from the start. I did some songs. I didn't even want my mom to hear it. The first time my mom heard my song was Musiko yo sasaburu, musifingo kodi furu. And you know how she knew?
How did she know?
You know, these women, they do tegala. You know, they take
Osusu?
Osusu, exactly.
Okay. Right.
So when they come into the house, they are like, huh? But your son's new song. So that is how my mom knew it, from her friends and other since they started playing it on the radio, you know. But you know, it was hard from the beginning, honestly.
You're doing a lot.
Clearly, let's talk about Summer Jam. Summer Jam is not a little boy so or any new other, you know, instrumentalist. Yasambana or crowd. So, what was your confidence? What was your like? Muni convinced to boil bar, you know, girl be satisfied you know, leaving all those big instrumentalists in Gambia.
Yeah. You know, like prior to the time na album launching, you know, Nala Dua, you know, a live band keje ning Keba Telo, Anala Moli, you know, and Musa and Samiti, they were part of the band already.
It's not like new opportunity natale rek I had to choose. Hey, mbenyene sambala or mbenyene sambala. Whereas Moboy was part of the band also. Na album launching too. So you know, like I've worked with them before. Ning opportunity na. So ni opportunity nata you know, then it's easy, you know, put near travel since we already started working, you know, at band level also.
Yeah, that's a nice one, you know. Moboy, mole ajele like bring Altata, Almamol Malundino, Gambian over Happy Tale. So saying come imagine like ST Gambian Dream, like bring a approach akoyoko abe samala somajam. How was the reaction? Yeah,
I was so happy, you know, to have an opportunity like that, to be going to Somajam with like ST, you know. You know, so yeah, I'm content about it, you know.
Ila first reaction of kabira koyoko bro. Come me sambala Somajam le. How was it that day? What day filter nyadile?
Yeah, actually, what day the first day I like he gave me some gifts like that I got a GIF like come from him.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been dropped and then Morocco and then he told me, you know. So I was like, you know, I was so happy to be part of it, you know, because he's a legend. So just going with a legend, you know, traveling with a legend is something, you know. So I'm so happy.
Yeah, more come like Gambia. It come like if you are an upcoming producer like you. Behind the scenes, it's cool. You know, sometimes pour travel from you know, pour la knowledge ka but la experience because you sort of time pour Europe, perform stage it's a big experience for you.
Yeah.
So in a dream come like so soon like 2025, it come like this so soon.
Because I come hope like, you know, come as a musician at my level, play play, you know, anytime opportunities in know, you know, for me to travel because this is it. I was supposed to travel with Bijaliba last year for a tour, but it was not possible. So this year, then God make it possible for me to go.
Saviti, mole ajele like ila confidence. Yeah, it on the stage can never pare alo. Ila performance was really great. So let's discuss about the preparation. Covering STR for you. Come, how was the reaction like? How was the impression from you? Like, yeah, feeling adele.
Yeah, I was happy, you know, yeah, like Gambia legend ko coming ko ngata bantang at Gambia represent. Ngajal kami wala nyanda ke andum fanang sita la ngala ko nga prepare ken ko coming ko nga make sure nintara a fans will make happy, you know. And I kere wala nyama.
So e mira stage yo inale comme sama jam comme like sama jam.
As far as when legend of ji abasilo fara kan.
Like nga wala ining tata dinding late tata dinding ala ma nemalin kafar kalay so al tele ka dugo kenu nga
I was playing with tata dinding 5 years
okay both of you okay nga jele experience nyim bi jele, you know, so you meta kan so like nga jele fanan come like bring albeje you guys were like roaming about so bring tata ila first impression bring brana Gambia idunta Germany first time in Germany, so how was it like you comparing it to Gambia, like, you know, coming from home?
Germany thing but after me you know nga jele kami unya na kara still suma level bi ngani nice kami maganda Germany is different than
mashallah boy blood boy na boy wala blood in the building blood mo lay ajale like ini estimate ka do kele at meta ka tamale naka tama aning DJ doing ani what stone killer ani stone killer meta ka tamale ikela cool ke ka sena so ngalo ne behind the scenes, you know, molka fo ne koto ke be use kan ne ate sambala, you know, 10 so what mune convince pour ini STA taranyola comme ya believe comme yela time bottom comme like sama jam sita ay samba.
It's just like coming ye life on things and time, you know. Being stone in SD Kataman, I just feel happy about it, you know, because Nkapos lefang for dol ka fanya boy fete buka jealous boy man na office boy iti ibuka fenke boy fete buka ita malef Katama boy, but by then tatale coming it's just like it's normal thing, you know, it's things and time. Ntenga stone tarajele. Nga ST ni stone tarabe do wala. By then ST mantelong I just used to come up to his show, jump up and play. So after that, ST fall not I recognized by himself. Yeah.
You know, like, he is very, he is very dedicated to performing, to backing me up before. Because in Stone was official DJ, you know, and that was it. Bullet, all the time, I can call, hello, bro. Nyadi long, but ngana ngi back. No, ntenga DJ already. Some other time, but nyadi lang jana so bilon jelo okay nyadi long ngani back. Nka no, but ntenga DJ already, you know, every so ni wala kata, you know, so that happened for a long time. Janding at the form in akala backup DJ team, malam fe compile. So then after on natata officially, but I a backup DJ team, and you know, like since then, you know, we've been, you know,
managing, working. Yeah. Thank you so much on giving him the chance and.
Yeah, for nyamin, you know, tolle tata sama jam, you know, bota sujang, bari ka fanin bota sulen tata nga sutara, you know, sama jam, exactly, you know, yeah, mul minul Gambian or minul be diaspora, minul be Europe kona be fintitana to show love and support yalane minul be jam fanang, you know, still yala part play, you know, to make so, you know, like support ke janne fengol be spread everywhere. So, you know, kamu be kontong itoni kontong la kapoyal nimbara, you know, ala.
That's great. Bullet long for bullet. Yes.
La mueblal ni jibelal. Ma falal bi assalamu alaikum team ST. Me building kona, you know. It's been a place where we made a finally, you know, we are here now, you know.
It's not finally, it's the beginning. It was finally for the best dollar. Baba Binala. Samiti.
Yeah, Allah borum Samiti. Mr. Kaza kuti yema mobe kontan na banda milwa jibero la, you know. Ma fla ma building kona, you know.
Yes. Musa Philly.
Yeah, mananimbara ngaya kundundiro pole
Bara, I mean, yeah, mga mobe kontam be jibero la to na kontam la, you know, we in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, you know what I'm saying. VIs do. So, Birikama, follow more lafta kalon, okay. In soma jam from coming here to reach out nyadile, and then coming, how was the process? Akumaste nyadile.
Well, honestly, you know, ala ya kele rek ñin non iyati mi yalon ko ñanta tala sama jam, you know, na first appearance ye, but you know sama jam tayo gayul ñing more reach out le years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, probably 2 years ago, you know.
What happened?
Things all more work out, you know. Yeah, yala ne rek watu dol, you know. Formality soul, and you know, all the best things happen at the right time, I believe. Yeah. So Amanna walk last year still, you know, we talked about it, Amanna walk, you know, so finally this year long aketa, you know, and alhamdulillah, because naketa no maybe year before last tenung ntitaji as a band.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you know, like this tana take nyin sangole andung alayake, you know, cool gina warata is more than me, you know, it's Gambia yalane,
definitely
yalane platform on come na for nyamin dolmo 7 netata je, you know.
More 7.
Yeah,
as part of ST and band.
Yeah, exactly, you know. So you know, I'll attend to all of what, you know.
Yeah. So they cater for everything.
So ninga for you, honestly, Prunte is not about amanke. It wasn't about the money.
Okay.
Nga for amanke ko come here whole band ole invite, entele invite, entele lafta kataje
with your band.
Yeah, exactly, with a band, you know, because what platform Sifalto is not just about, you know, ite, you know, it's about how much we can push the Gambian the music of the Gambian flag higher, yalane aita level doto, you know, and to me that is the best way in Bakalano Nyamin. It doesn't have to be an individual, it could be a group, and that way we were able to exercise our culture, you know, to the fullest, you know.
Yeah, that was great. To be honest, the performance was top notch. You know, your team, everybody did well. So Musa, what was the feeling like?
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling all to me. As usual, like and the guy can cool but come it was a pleasure to be on Summer Jam stage as well. And come at the move. Platform will come here for platform will me like it's one of the world's biggest platform. I understand. So it was a big pleasure for me being there, with my family, because these people are family. I understand. So it was really great, and being with my friends and in the same the same flight, and the same hotel, and and with big man himself, understand. With the mama from some place, understand. So I'm grateful,
Thank you for that. So Sammy, how was the feeling like? I think this is the first time you traveled to Europe.
Well, I could for me, Now, what I like, Backload diam lain dekat diam nyame,
Backload lipat. Yeah. But for non kau kata.
Tak contoh.
For tak contoh.
Yeah, wakam para kemalap ka aku malah faranu,
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as fans will be happy, the Gambian will be happy, Ayanda kelawal nyame,
Yeah. So in ST Temo, is very important.
Yeah, of course.
So in that nyolo muntu male.
But I was a fan of ST before we knock on your line. But got that connection of building that team, Come cool me and Yanda Yeah, so Naji will nyam, And I'm ask my maestro, So I could Kaza Kuti, I feel so proud of him, Yeah, because I'm Gambian music about Puskan, and Gambian music on the As far as music on Molga, So Kiwama about Puskan, I'm proud of him, Yeah.
So Bullet.
Yes.
And you know, if I'm still followed.
Yes.
How was it like being ST? You know, if I'm doing na kunubala.
I really feel great, I'm over content, and then it's like it's a place where I'm on terrain because of do going benyo kono nyami.
Yes.
Akata coming just like it's a family thing, and then I can Proka Gambia represent full time, Mbeta we show the talent the way we have to show it. So the people there appreciate it. The people at home too, they over appreciate, over the talent. It was a great performance.
So you've been ST's DJ for so long.
Yes.
So never ST come personally. Like ST as a friend,
Yes.
ST as an artist on stage.
Yes.
Is there any difference?
ST personally, you may say a lot about him, but you keep saying good thing about him every day. You cannot finish it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Him personally, he will say, no boy, the way you say it, boy, it's too much, boy. I'm not like that, boy. You are praising me.
Abuka so Jairi
But it's honestly a heart clean.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, manke ko basa na besirinde. But okay, everybody has accepted it, and I think that's one reason Fanang he's growing. So, Birikama, do we expect to see you in Summer Jam again? For the Alabul follow.
Yeah, well,
because the performance was great.
And it will find Summer Jam cool because I'm found like I'm fan somebody. This is something it will call but definitely, fun tata je kotem from mantaje kotenke, na performance minkeje it will find satisfied 100%. And I know for Hanin tul manta they will come looking for another Gambian artist, because whatever dream Gambia. Now they start looking at Gambia as a whole, not just you as an artist. So hopefully the more Gambian artists with Summer Jam in time.
So do you like next time near Kuman, do you have the power to add more people to travel with you as a band or not?
Of course, definitely, because actually, to tell you the truth, it wasn't about pick and choose. It wasn't really about pick and choose, and sometimes, come artists along about a Brikama, artists along about a Brikama and stuff like that. 3 years ago, I didn't know them.
3 years ago, any Manyola?
Yeah. Come Manyola ne as artist.
Like personal relationship.
Or no, it's like near so sort of yala ne ya for na manager yang invite yala ne or ninga so sort of manager a guy link up, but it wasn't like
a relationship.
Yeah, exactly. So within 3 years or long will be happen, you know, then you know, we'll start to connect more, doing stuff together musically, you know.
Yeah.
So na performance at the album launching, last album launching.
Q City.
Yeah. Na last album launching Q City, you know, like it told they was part of the band.
Okay.
Yeah, ne dabe bano kono ninke ba telo le plata.
Okay.
Yeah, ne but it told fanan dabe bano kono. So wala na bringing opportunity nata, it was easier, you know, to work with them also. Yeah.
Na jandi wida fala badi on lesson.
Yeah, but honestly, it has not. They are super talented,
and they deserve it.
And at being artists also.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, at this stage, I believe in uplifting, you know, artists.
Yes,
Yeah, you know, it's not just about inata jane rap ke jamfandi, but at the end of the day, you know, what you also, how much did you put in to promote Gambian music and Gambian artists is very important to me. So ning kumasita amang kumase nyim fangola actually, because ninga for you wouldn't believe, like about maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years me along ko mulka nyinin sola le kan contract sola from different places. Nko e manta nin na DJ manta.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because people travel, all artists killing them wala ka travel. That's usually on Gambian
training.
But after that level to me along ko ni tata jefa I love to perform la nyami ta perform la no nyama because DJ TJ ni me nyomo 100%. You know, so we had to put a stop to it.
That devalues you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we had to put a stop to it. So mo jamal binale, you know, ya fonye, you know, die so jana ni man na DJ samantita. Akita wala nyama for, you know, fortunately nina DJ, you know, Stone Killer nata travel. So since then every travel in nin Stone katale, you know.
Yeah.
Year before last, nyinga todum katanke
I think US.
Nying Hussein Dada.
Yeah.
Nata Germany nung, you know, I actually recommended him to, you know, Milia somebody. You know,
Oh,
like
that is great.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll block us.